Right, here we are. So I'll put a link into the previous video I did of this, and also the bit where it went wrong. That's the bit we're redoing now. So to kind of recap, last time we did the first half of the mold, all that went perfectly fine. So I haven't recreated that bit. But then I forgot to put release spray in before I put the second half of the mold in. Now, the importance of the release spray is it means that the two bits of silicone don't adhere together into one block, which is what they did in this one. Now, I sawed it apart, but it just didn't give a good enough seal or definition to actually create the cover. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't too far off. Now, I've made a couple of other changes as well. I've stuck this straw in here. That's going to act as a guidepost. So basically, the silicone won't adhere to this properly, and so it will just come out, but it means that we'll have this straw will cover both sides of the mold, so it will go directly into place. You can put one on the other side as well. I didn't, but it can be a good idea. The other thing I changed is I turned this upside down. So before this bit was down, but that actually made it quite hard for the fill holes to actually get up to the level of this. Whereas the other side is completely flat, and it makes a lot more sense for that to be at the bottom. So it was a mistake that I didn't do it last time. Right. So now then, we are going to, well, first of all, you know what? I'm going to spray the release spray. You want to make sure you get into all the nooks and crannies, because you don't want the silicone mold sides to stick to each other. So there you go. That should do that. And that'll produce a little layer that will stop them from adhering properly, so they'll come apart. You also have the side effect that it won't stick so much onto these things as well. The second one, oh, I've also got gloves, by the way. I actually brought some more. So the next thing we'll do is we will measure up the goop silicone. I've got a nice, much bigger version of it this time. And we will then pour it in. I won't bother showing the measuring up because the first video will show that. But I'll show the pouring in just so you can see it. Right, see you in a bit. Okay, so there is our goop. It's a fairly solid pink colour, which is what we want. And now what we want to do is, from a moderate height, just pour it in. And we do it from a height because it's got a better chance of getting rid of any of the bubbles that might turn up. Right, and now we just hope that we've done enough to to cover the object. I mean, to be fair, we've got quite a long working time with this stuff. And if you don't put the silicone stuff on, it just adheres like it's one thing anyway. So it's not a terrible thing if you don't get enough in one go with this. It's only the plastic you have to worry about, really, because the working time for that is not a long time. Yeah, not going to have enough, I don't think. Well, this is what happens. You do sometimes underestimate. Again, if you're going to underestimate, this is the place to do it. Okay, I'm going to quickly knock up some more. Right, so we just did another 50 odd of it, so I do want it to be nicer covered, not just in the sense that it covers the actual object, but that there's also a layer above, because you do need it to be quite firm for the model to keep its shape. I think that's pretty much there. This is going to have some interesting colours in it, because even the slightest miscalculation on the fixing liquid, on the red liquid, gives you a slightly different pink. You've got a bit of leeway. You just need to get as close to the 10:1 ratios you can. Oh, that's plenty though. Now that's good. I mean, there was probably plenty anyway, to be fair, if I'd have scraped it all out, but better to get it done this early rather than trying to scrape it out and finding out that we've just wasted time. Right. Put that over there. Okay, so now we've got another 8 hours to wait. There's a lot more bubbles in this one, unfortunately, because that top layer, but that should be fine. Some of those will pop anyway. I'm going to use gloves as well. Right. That'll do it for this part. I will upload this probably early compared to my normal schedule, just because this is going to be my primary video for this week. And once we've done this, then I will... oh, look at that. You can see the air's coming up through the straw. That shouldn't create a problem. Anyway, so once this is done, which will be tomorrow, I will then do a video on the actual plastic and upload that as well. So you'll kind of get it more or less just a slightly delayed real time, really. Right. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like. If you didn't enjoy the video, please hit dislike. If you really enjoyed the video, please hit subscribe. And please leave a comment in the section below. See you next time.